Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Zesty or Testy podcast. My name is Testy. With me, as always, is Zesty.
Hey, ¿qué pasó?
We always like to start this podcast off with a toast. So if you are at home, please pour yourself an alcoholic beverage. We will sound better if you do. If you're not at home, if you're in the car, please lift your coffee cup and join us as we toast to those who have seen us at our best and seen us at our worst and can't tell the difference. Cheers.
Salud.
Salud. So you had a busy week this week.
Yeah, busy's a fucking understatement, dude.
Oh shit.
It was a crazy ass week. And for those of you who might hear a lot of squeaking and a lot of all kinds of noises,
It's just my knees.
that and I don't know if you've ever noticed, and I'm pretty sure I brought it up. I usually smoke cigarrillos,
Okay.
and I'm smoking a real man cigar today.
Oh, shit.
Okay, but it's really good. I don't know where I got it from. I think my niece's husband may have given this to me, but it's a really good cigar. Only problem is it's going to sound weird me saying this. It's so thick it doesn't fit in my mouth. No, in all seriousness, so
That's my new ringtone.
so thick it doesn't fit me. Anyway, so about 25 years ago, I had Bell's palsy. And so I've never regained about 15 to 20% of, the left side of my face, mobilization. And so I find it really hard to smoke a big cigar because I can't seal my lips on one side. So occasionally you hear where I'm trying to smoke my cigar. And this is why I smoke cigarrillos. But since I was out of cigarrillos, this is it. And by the way, very good.
I'll just pretend like he's making kissing noises at me, and it'll make me feel better about myself, and I'll grow my confidence like that.
It's delicious. Wait, I don't want to do it too much because I don't end up shitting my freaking pants. Anyway.
Never trust a fart.
Yeah, never trust a fart, people. But no, dude, I did. I had a crazy ass week. So, has your kid performed already? Her first band?
Oh, yeah. It was awesome.
When was that? Yesterday?
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah.
So ours was Thursday.
Okay.
So our kids are in band, and they had their first performance. Well, mine Thursday, obviously yours on Friday. A lot of crying from my wife.
Oh.
She got very emotional.
Was she in band too or no?
My wife, no.
Just you?
Yeah, just me. Yeah. And so for me, it was a huge sense of pride, man, watching my kid, dress up and take the field and perform. And I got to tell you, I didn't cry like my wife did. My eyes were sweating a lot. The inside of my eyes were sweating.
It's just liquid pride. That's all it is.
It's liquid pride. Thank you. I like that.
Yeah.
It was liquid pride that was stuck inside my eyes, wanting to come out. But no, it was a fantastic week. I joined what they call the crew, which is
You got to volunteer to do all this stupid shit?
well, it's moms and dads, mostly dads that help out, push instruments out onto the field and so on. And I thought, why not? My brother-in-law did it when my niece was in high school, and I thought, follow tradition. I'm going to do it. I want my kid to be in band. I'm going to support her. I'm going to be out there.
It's hot as fuck outside, isn't it?
And I fucking regretted it the minute they said, hey, Johnny, push the speaker. And so push the speaker meant pull the speaker. The speaker is on a cart for a reason.
Because it weighs more than you?
Exactly. And then not only that, but then I found out after I finished pushing it onto the field and then back off the field that it's they said, you got to be careful because they're about $8,000 a piece.
Oh, shit.
I was like, okay, can you guys give me the cymbals next time?
I thought you were going to say you got to the end and they're like, no, Johnny, you take the brake off here. That's why it was so heavy.
No, man. I was pushing it, pulling it 8,000. I'm like, wait, you mean
Whoops.
You mean $800, right? They're like, no, they're about 8,000, maybe a little bit more. I'm like,
is there an insurance policy I can fill out before I volunteer for this?
I am not the guy you want on this. Now, at the end, it was hilarious because at the end of the performance, I'm pulling this thing, And as I'm taking it from the field onto the bus, onto the 18-wheeler so they can start loading it up, right? I look up and I see there's a tiny, tiny, tiny incline. And now I've got to go up that tiny little incline with this heavy-ass speaker.
Oh, shit. Okay.
But then the other band started performing like the Rocky song.
Oh!
Dude,
just as you're
it was
pushing
it was like the timing was perfect. I was like, come on. I mean, I could see myself I was pulling with one arm. And I was like, mother freaking Drago better not come next to me because, man, I will swing this damn speaker.
Adrian, we did it, baby!
Well, that's how I felt. I was like, crew, we did it! Everybody's looking at me. What's going on? I'm like,
I was playing the Rocky movie in my head. Sorry.
Fortunately, one of the dads was there, and he's like, man, that's pretty inspirational. I think it was one of the dads who may have been an officer. I don't know. He goes, that was rather inspirational, wasn't it? I'm like, sure was, man. But anyway.
That is hilarious.
So that was my Thursday.
That's God's timing right there.
Yeah, it was perfect. And then yesterday was one of those days where we found out my kid had a volleyball tournament.
Okay.
And then she's got a youth orchestra camp.
Oh, damn.
Oh, crap. What's today, Sunday? Yeah.
Are you supposed to be somewhere?
Yeah, I just realized. I'm like, sorry, guys, gotta go. No, yes, I do, but not till 6 o'clock. I just realized my wife forgot about that.
Oops.
Anyway, so
we'll be doing the extended version 4-hour podcast. Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Well, so yesterday, it was my daughter had the volleyball tournament. Same daughter has the orchestra camp, and then she's got a soccer tournament. Mm. And so I told her, I said, let your coach know that you're going to make one. We didn't know what the schedule was going to be like. Man. Yeah. So we went to one of her volleyball games, mm-hmm. which is what he asked her. Can you at least come to the first one? So she did. And then we hauled butt down from Tejeda middle to the Baptist church off of Mulberry. Okay. She did her camp and then pulled her out at 2 o'clock.
Nice.
So I can drive from there to Shirts for a soccer tournament. Yeah. Dude, so yesterday, I mean, if I had to bill my daughter on billable hours, she would not afford it. On gas alone, she definitely could not afford it. But, it's like we said before, right? We're proud of them. So that was... and of course, what does that entail? Getting your ass up at 5:30 in the morning so you can get them places because they had to be on Saturday, be at the school by 7 on Sunday, be at the in Shirts at 8 o'clock in the morning. Yeah, it's just crazy, dude. But we love our children.
Sounds like my Thursday. My oldest is in volleyball and choir, and Thursday was Sing and Sign, which is a concert accompanied by paperwork. So since they have all the parents captive, they make them fill out all the paperwork there, and then draw them in with the concert. But so she was required to be at that, but she was also required to be at a volleyball tournament in Austin. So her coach let her skip her first day so she could be at the Sing and Sign. And so then we get the paperwork. It's like 9 different pieces of paper, and then there's 9 different lines that you have to stand in, and they give you a little card that when you turn in the paper, they stamp it, and then at the very end, you turn in your little stamped card. Yeah. So we did all that. Then, and my middle child, they're both at the same school, got out of her band practice and came in and sat with me during the Sing and Sign because I was her only ride home. Mm-hmm. So I went and dropped her off, and then I had to drive my oldest all the way to Austin and drop her off at the hotel that her volleyball team was staying at. So, and then drive back that night. I think I got home at 11 and pass out, and she just got home yesterday. But yesterday was a significant day because it was my 17-year anniversary.
Hey, congratulations, man. That's awesome.
I would like to start off by saying, Shaku, you give bad relationship advice. When you were on this podcast, I asked you what I should do for my wife's anniversary, and you were like, oh, you've got to listen to her all year and pay attention. And when she throws out a little thing saying, oh, this is a nice thing, you have to make a mental note in your head and remember that and then buy it and give it on your anniversary. I say, God watches out for the procrastinators, because I was at Target for something different and just walking along, and something made me look down, and there was a DVD box set of Yellowstone, which is her favorite show. So I got that, and she was all super surprised and happy when I gave it to her. Put no thought into it. It just happened to pop in front of me because God is awesome. Made no plans for the anniversary. Friday, just like you had your Saturday, we had our first band performance. Thank you. And, we did not want to watch the football game, so we only showed up for halftime. I thought the football game was going to take longer, but my dumbass, we arrived the second that the other team's band was coming off the field and my child's band was about to get on the field. So we got there. As we walked into our section, our daughter is right there next to the railing. She turns around, takes off her helmet, and poses for pictures. Pat, pat, pat. We get the pictures. She turns around and does her performance. I take a video of the entire performance. So I'm standing at the rails because all the seats are full, and some dad says, hey, quit standing there. We're all trying to see. There's 2 seats right here. So, boom, 2 seats are given to us out of nowhere. We record the performance and get the fuck out of there because I don't give a shit about high school football. One of our favorite restaurants, this was out in Smithson Valley, which is way the fuck up there. One of our favorite restaurants is Richter's 46 Cafe, Antler Cafe. So we go there, like, just, on a whim, like, since we're already here, let's go eat that. So me and her have, like, a pre-anniversary date.
Nice, dude.
And she's loving it. She's feeling loved and cared for. The next morning, we have no plans. The kids want to go to Spirit Halloween, so we spend the morning with the kids, go to HB, run errands. I'm sitting there. We had decided on what restaurant we were going to go to on our actual anniversary, and because we're both so old, we both forgot what we had decided to. So I'm sitting there like fucking around like, fuck, what do I do tonight? What do I do tonight? This gay dude at work told me about a speakeasy called RD Speakeasy. If you don't know, a speakeasy is back during Prohibition era, alcohol was illegal, so you had to go to these little hidden bars and knock on a door and say a password. So this is the same thing. They don't allow anybody in without a reservation. Reservations usually, and they're only open Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So I've been wanting to take my wife to this for years, but we don't usually go out on the weekend. We're lazy fucks. We like to sit around and play Fortnite. So I'm like, okay, it's a Saturday. We need to do something special. This is something special. I click on the thing. I look it up. There's exactly 1 reservation left, and I take it snatch.
Dude, how lucky are you, bastard?
I'm telling you, God favors the procrastinator. We show up. This is our first time, so we knocked on like 3 different doors before we found the right one.
And?
We knock on the first door and nothing happens. We go to the second door. I'm about to lock, and she goes, "No, listen." And we can hear dishes being washed. I'm like, "Oh, that's definitely not the right door." So we go, and then finally, like, there's a well-lit door with a big light on it. There's no sign on it or anything, but
that says "Do not knock."
Yeah, well, it doesn't say. It doesn't. There's no sign, but it's like well-lit, and it's like this is
not a speakeasy.
This is obviously the speakeasy. So you knock, and like almost instantaneously, what's the password? My wife jumps back like this. But I had already told her the password, so she told the password, and they let us in, and it was fantastic. It was beautiful. Very limited seating, very small accommodations, very upscale and classy, very expensive, but very worth it. Awesome, we want to take you. The first thing my wife has said, we need to bring the Costales here.
Dude, that's
so
very kind.
Some weekend that we got nothing else to do, we can make reservations, and I know,
like that.
I know those don't exist.
Yeah,
but we can make reservations, and I think the 4 of us would have a good time just sitting there drinking.
I think we should do it, man. I'm game for trying it. That'd be awesome. Everything you're saying sounds fantastic, and I know your wife normally doesn't watch our podcast.
She actually watched the last one.
I was going to say, this is the
she's definitely going to watch this one,
This is the one she's going to watch.
I love you, honey. I love you with all my heart, but you know me. You knew who I was when you married me.
She's going to be like, Bastardo, you didn't plan any of this shit?
She had a wonderful time. God favors the procrastinator. Amen.
And he could have finished in 4 days, but instead he waited till the sixth day, and on the seventh,
It's like, let's kick back.
Let's just rest.
Yeah.
Not like what we're doing today, because I've already been to a soccer game, and I'm gonna look at my phone just to see what time it is, because I want to make sure to take my kid to practice on time. Anyway, dude, yeah, it's you were talking just now about showing up to your daughter's game. So on Thursday,
Yeah.
I had to go help out. And look, dude, by the way, I know I said I went to go help all these dads, and you volunteer for this stuff, and I did. I volunteered, but great group of guys. They talk. You talk about your band, other band parents become good friends. Kind of like in sports, parents, other volleyball parents become good friends with you guys,
Yeah.
and you just build the relationships.
Oh yeah.
That's exactly how it is over here in band. Great group of folks, great group of dads, moms, everybody. But we wanted to make it work. The problem we had on Thursday is that I've got one of my daughters who goes to practice way out on Blanco, almost at 46.
Yeah.
And maybe not that far, but I mean it's about a 15, 18-minute drive outside Blanco, right on outside 1604, and then the game's over here at 410 and Culebra.
Yeah.
And so I know I have to be at the game. So I'm going to be at the game. I'm going to have sideline. I've got my sideline pass, my little parent volunteer tag.
Nice.
I can be on the sideline watching them perform.
Oh, nice. So that's a benefit for volunteering.
Yeah. So it's like, I was literally a good 20 yards away from my kid when they started performing.
That's awesome.
And then one of the band dads, I don't know if he does this purposely, but he tries to put parents on the side, helping out with the instruments on the side where your kid is going to start.
That's good.
And so I was literally across from my kid. And
That's
so
awesome.
but my wife has to take my other kid. So I called, and shout out to Mando. I called Mando and I said, dude, I need your help.
Nice.
He's like, what do you need? I'm like,
Gave your daughter a
my
ride?
wife is going to take my daughter to practice, but I need somebody to pick her up at 8:15.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, just send me the address and I'll go do it.
Nice.
He goes, and so he did. Unfortunately, his kid hadn't started school because she goes to Northside, and so they don't start till this Monday, tomorrow, in fact. But my wife drove 40 minutes to get from the field to the stadium.
Yeah.
Gets to the stadium, goes to the visitor side because that's where we're at.
Yeah.
And then, I said, hey, front row seats. I'm right here with some friends, Wheeler and Alberto, and they're here with their son, and they're watching everybody. Their daughter's up in the pep squad. Everything's going fantastic. And I'm telling her this as I'm down on the sideline pulling that $8,000 speaker. And then I told her, I said, babe, I got bad news for you. She goes, what's wrong? I said, the kids are going to be playing towards the home.
Yeah, that's true.
And I said, she goes, so what do I do? I'm like, well, you got to go around.
Yeah.
So she's like, there's no way in freaking hell. I just drove 40 minutes, bought a ticket just so I could see my daughter's back.
Yeah.
She had to go through 3 security officers because once you exit the field, you can't come back in because they've already scanned you in.
Yeah.
And so she begged and pleaded with the officers. He's like, and the officers started laughing. He's like, go ahead, man.
Yeah.
And the next officer, he's like, hey, you can't be going through here. She's like, she had to explain the whole thing. She's like, it's
Every
my
single
baby's
time.
first performance. She's a freshman. It's her first time. Please let me through. And the officer's like, he started cracking up. He's like, go ahead, lady.
Yeah.
He didn't want to deal with the psycho
Yeah,
lady.
no,
He's
I
like,
agree.
You could say no, but I'm going to pull the gun from your freaking holster and I'm going to shoot you.
She didn't say that.
No,
I know you're
but
right.
she would have. That would have been the next step. And then she finally gets up to the stands, and there's of course the people that are up there, ushers. So what are you gonna? It's like you can't be sitting right there. You can't be standing right there, kind of like they did with you.
Yeah.
And so my wife is finally right in front of my daughter,
Nice.
and this lady comes up, and my wife looks at her. And she says, "Can I just stand here? I just want to watch." And the lady's like, "Ma'am, I can't give you permission."
Yeah.
And my wife's like, "But it's my daughter. Look, I'm only going to be here for 3 minutes while they're..." But, ma'am, I can't give you permission. And she's like, "Please." She goes, "Can you just let me just stand here?" And the lady goes, "Ma'am, I'm going to turn around, but I cannot give you permission. I'm going to turn around and you do what you need to."
Yeah.
And my wife finally clicked, and she's like, "Oh, okay." So the lady just kind of walked away. So, all things, like you said, it worked out perfectly. This happened 1 minute before she took the field.
Nice.
She took the field, watched the show, and then right after the the show ended, my wife calls me. She goes, "I'm out of here."
Yeah.
Actually, she may have used a few F-bombs. I'm getting the F out of here, so F you. But
that's God's timing right there.
it is. It was, man. It was phenomenal. It worked out perfect.
Yeah.
It was good.
I didn't realize that, but you're right. They do perform facing the home team, so my whole video is like the back of my daughter. And I realized that because they were marching that way, but then they start like scuffling left and right, and it doesn't necessarily matter which way they're facing. But
Well, true, but for us, we wanted to be in front because we had already seen their practice,
oh yeah,
and we knew she stayed in that one area
in the front.
for like the first 30 seconds, 45 seconds of the song.
Okay.
And then they started moving around and acting like fancy horses and all kinds of stuff, right? And so it was like...
What's that weird shuffle that they got to do when they're running? Yeah.
Well, dude, I mean, I got to tell you, my kid has already outperformed me because the stuff they do now, I mean, when I was in band, it was marching. Now it's like a full choreography.
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
a dance almost.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's my girlfriend. It's Pam Risk.
It's spam.
Look, it's Pam Risk.
That bitch still calls me too.
Yeah,
It's spam.
it's Pam. It's Pam has been calling you?
Yeah.
What a hoe.
She's a hoe. She gets around.
Here you go, look.
Oh, I love you too, Johnny.
Blowing kisses at. Hey, by the way, if anybody had a chance to go look at, did you watch the movie Yorktown Hospital?
I can't find it. I keep looking up Yorktown on the little search thing on my Fire Stick, and nothing comes up. Is it called Yorktown?
Yeah. Wasn't that the name of the hospital?
Yorktown Memorial Hospital.
So I looked it up. Oh, and by the way, spoke to my niece. She saw our podcast, and she's like, "Dude, I'm so excited. I'm so looking forward to it." I'm like,
"It's gonna be a good episode."
Yeah, you know what? I actually looked it up, and now I'm scared shitless.
Yeah, don't backtrack.
So, I'm not saying no yet. I'm just saying fuck me.
So
The vodka was talking too much last week. It took over my body, and it started like
talking through your mouth.
yeah. It's like I'll go to Yorktown Hospital, and then after the vodka left my body, it's an exorcism. Actually,
And you're like, what the fuck?
yeah. What did I say? And then I went back and looked at the podcast. I'm like, what?
So we do need to book it, and it is $300.
That's what I'm gonna do, dude. When we get there, I'm gonna book it.
And I'd offer to pay for it myself, but I know how pinche you are, and I know if you put a little bit of money down, you will be much less likely to cancel at the last second.
It's
if
what you
you've
call
already put
skin in the game.
skin in the game. If you've got skin in the game, I know you're not running. If I book it and I'm like, here we go,
No.
there's
Here's how we're gonna do this. Look, I think we should start a GoFundMe.
Okay.
Okay. I say everybody contribute whatever money they want, and then whatever's left, I'll put in a little bit, and you put in the rest. And then I've got skin. I'm not spending $150 to have somebody scare the fuck out of me.
Okay, I will spend $200 as long as you put in $100 because
Go fund me.
I know you're not. I know you're. If they put in the full 300, you're not showing up.
No,
if they put in
the full 300, I will show up.
If you put in 100, I know you're showing up because like no matter how shitless you are, you're gonna be like, well, I already paid for it. I might as well.
Those who know me know that if somebody else is paying, I'm game. So in case you don't know me, I'm a cheap ass. So yeah, no. I mean, there's no denying it. I'm not saying I'm not. But
I believe pinche is the proper term.
Very pinche is the term, dude. All of a sudden, going to get panochitas at a bakery seems like the better thing to do.
$1.25 for panochita. 99 cents on sale.
Yeah. How would you like your panochitas? Freshly made. Fresh and warm.
Would your number one fan want to split it 3 ways, 100 and 100 and 100, and your number one fan comes with us?
Ooh.
Or if she doesn't have time for that because she's overworked and then...
No, you know what? She said she would love that. Her husband likes that stuff too.
Yeah.
But I think she made a comment about how they believe that something could attach to them.
Oh.
Do you believe that?
No.
Oh.
I'm bringing the Bible with me, though. I ain't gonna... Instead of a toast, I'm doing a prayer. I'm going to read Psalm 92, which is a psalm.
Are you really?
It's Psalm of protection, yeah. They're nuns. All the ghosts
You
are
said
nuns. They're going to be...
Psalm of protection. I'm going to be looking for some protection.
Yeah. They're all nuns. It's the ghosts of nuns haunting the place. So they'll be like, oh, what a good little boy.
Yes.
And then they're going to be like spanking you with the ruler like a...
Well, here's the funny thing. The nuns who ran that hospital were what they call... What do they call it? How do you pronounce it? Salesian?
I don't know.
Salesian sisters,
I
right?
don't even know what that means.
It's a different order.
Oh.
They're different orders, right? And so coincidentally, those are the same Salesian sisters. I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. Those are the same order of sisters that ran St. Peter's, which is a school that slapped me on the hands. So I'm now thinking, if I'm thinking this correctly, and the rumor got out, one sister Olga went to heaven, or wherever she might be, which she's a good nun. If the rumor got out and she's going to be somewhere there, she's going to be like, oh, this is the bastard that used to misbehave back in 3rd grade. See?
She knows you? The ghosts at Yorktown know you already?
That's what I'm thinking. That they're going to be like, oh, we know this little fucker from 3rd grade St. Peter's. This guy's from Laredo. And he's bringing hell with him.
The devil inside, the devil inside. Only Johnny, not Zesty. The devil inside. I'm a good boy.
Yeah, there you go. And then I just told everybody the devil inside was my song.
Yes.
The devil left me.
I'm gonna tell the nuns when we get there. I'm gonna be like, nuns, he picked the devil inside as his 80s song.
I'm just gonna tattoo a 666.
Allah, you're not coming back.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like Sanctus Christus Spiritus Sanctus, kind of like the Omen.
Yeah.
I can do that. I talk a big game, dude. That's what I'm realizing.
Do you back up said big game?
Did you say beignets? Ooh, I could go for beignets.
Do you back up said big game?
Oh, I don't know. I thought you said beignets. I'm like, dude, I could go for some beignets.
We are doing the podcast from Yorktown Memorial
Speaking
Hospital.
of beignets,
we are doing it.
You know who?
I'll throw up a GoFundMe in the podcast, but don't worry, you don't have to contribute. I'll put 200. He'll put 100, and once he's got skin in the game,
GoFundMe.
You ain't got $100?
Not for that shit. Let's not talk about that. Let's move on to the next topic.
It's coming sometime late September over October.
That's what she said. It's coming. And by the way, I was with a buddy of mine yesterday, and he's like, "Dude, you never sent me the link to the podcast." And he got so excited. He goes, "What do you guys talk about?" I said, "Nothing." He's like, "Dude, so it's kind of like Seinfeld."
It's exactly like
I'm
Seinfeld.
like, exactly.
Bonk, 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 bonk.
Yeah.
So we're not in a coffee shop or a New York apartment. That a comedian could not afford an apartment that size in New York. Come on.
No.
Not in the early days.
No, absolutely not.
After the TV show Seinfeld hit, of course he could afford a bigger apartment than that, but
he could afford a few apartments. But yeah, so back to that that whole ordeal. I'm gonna have to think this through.
What? You already said last podcast that we're doing it.
You know what happened last podcast, dude?
You were drunk.
Says the person that went home and fell asleep.
I know. I passed out and I woke up and the UFC pay-per-view was on. I was like, well, how did that turn on?
You're like, how did I pay for that shit?
No, I got a bootleg app that lets me watch it for free. But
what?
Huh? It's perfectly legal.
Said the guy who sold it to him for like $50 at Pika Pika.
Exactly.
We haven't talked about Pika Pika in a long time, dude.
We talked about it last podcast.
Oh yeah,
that was a week ago.
That's right.
We only do this once a week.
What's drunk, dude?
Yeah.
Damn, dude. Anyway, what's up, Joe? Jimmy? Oh, by the way, shout out to my neighbor Jimmy. He gave me some tickets to go watch the game, SAFC soccer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a great game.
You're watching men's soccer now? You are becoming a man. I'm very proud of you.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, I watch soccer. I did watch, like I told you, the Women's World Cup, but I watched the Men's World Cup too. But, you know, I went and and rooted for our home team, the SAFC. You know, so it was a good game. 0-0, 0-0, right? But
It ended 0-0?
yeah,
That's why I hate soccer.
you don't understand.
I don't. I really don't.
Are you a Cowboys fan?
I don't watch sports. I'm a nerd.
That's right.
I watch Star Wars.
That's right.
You want to talk about Ahsoka? Ahsoka is a badass TV
Is
show.
that how it's pronounced?
Ahsoka Tano.
Ahsoka?
That's
Well, I haven't watched, dude.
that's
I watched-
Anakin Skywalker's Padawan before he became Darth Vader. He trained her as a Jedi, and then they fucked her over, the Jedi Order, because the Jedi Order is always fucking everybody over. So they fucked her over, and she left, and then he became Darth Vader, and then they come back and they fight at the end of Rebels, and he fucks her up, and she limps away, but now she's got her own TV show.
And next thing you know, she's going to be at Yorktown Hospital.
She's a fictional character. The only thing at Yorktown Hospital are the ghosts of nuns that are there to slap Zesty on the wrist.
Do you think it's
They're like waiting. They're like sharpening the rulers. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Zesty's coming.
Wait, are you trying to get me to go or not go? Because this isn't helping.
You were talking about Ahsoka Tano. What were you going to say?
No, I didn't know how it was pronounced. But
Yeah.
no, I don't watch any other show. No, what I was asking is if you were a Cowboys fan, because I just bought some tickets for a raffle to win tickets to a Cowboys game. But and I want to win, and I'm going to tell you why.
Don't take me. I don't know.
Well, no, this is why you should come with me, all right? Because
we do a podcast from the Cowboys game?
I don't like the Cowboys.
Yeah, I don't like the Cowboys either.
And
but
so
I don't like any
it'd be
sports.
awesome to go like rub it in everybody's face that has always wanted to go to a Cowboys game, that we're just there and not paying attention
Just
to
two assholes that hate fucking Cowboys.
Yeah,
and we're
just
like,
sit there and go,
we're
aren't
going to
you
do our
guys,
podcast from the
aren't
game.
you guys watching the game? Not interested.
We're doing a
we're-
podcast. Can't you see?
Yeah, we're busy. We got shit to do. I mean,
Anyway, everybody's cheering.
Yeah.
Fucking, somebody ran the ball over there. I don't know what happened.
I want to just go to the game, do the podcast from there, and then send the video back to my brother-in-law who loves the Cowboys, and just go, that was me sitting there, dude, not paying attention.
You could ask him, hey, what was the score? I wasn't watching the game.
Yeah, what was the score of the game that I went to that you didn't? Because
Okay. If that's the deal, then yeah.
So that's the only reason I would want to go to a Cowboys game.
That'd be fun.
So, if I were to win, we could go there in lieu of Yorktown.
We're not doing it in lieu of Yorktown.
Oh, okay.
Yorktown's happening.
All right.
Bro, that's going to be the one that takes this shit viral.
Up and to the right.
And then up and to the right.
That's the way it goes.
Is that the stock market thing?
Yeah, of course.
Oh, okay.
Actually, I learned that a long time ago, right? That's when you're up and to the right is when your business is doing better. Right?
Yeah.
Up and to the right.
Yeah.
So that's why I said up and to the right.
Okay.
Things are going. That's what's going to take us up and to the right.
Yes. Johnny being scared, running out at 45 minutes, and me finishing out the podcast by myself.
I'm not going to lie to you, dude. I'm a little freaked out about that shit.
What? What was that?
Dude, shut the hell up. I'm like, what, dude? That better be a B. I think, I'll tell you what. If I do that shit, I'm going to go in there lit. I mean,
Okay.
lit. All right?
I was gonna
Fuck,
do,
I just shook on it.
I was gonna do it lit anyway.
Yeah, dude.
But that's because I do most things lit.
Dude, I just can't imagine going in there sober.
What? This whole podcast, the symbol of the podcast is a margarita and an old fashioned. Do you think we were gonna do anything sober ever?
No, but never going in a place like that sober.
Okay, we take like, I'll buy a bunch of the little bottles and we'll like chuck a bunch in the car like right before we walk in, and then we'll take the flasks on our hip so we can like sip during the podcast. Probably won't be able to smoke.
We'll vape.
That's not gonna vape. Vaping is worse than smoking. Vaping is way worse than smoking.
—
Kids, don't
not.
vape.
I
Smoke
know.
like a real man.
That is true.
Smoke like a real man, kids.
I always tell my kids that. Don't vape. Don't smoke. Don't smoke cigarettes. You know, cigars,
Yeah, because you're not really inhaling.
It's like I think I brought it up on the podcast when I went to my doctor's appointment.
Yeah.
He's like, do you smoke? I'm like, well, cigars. Oh, but you don't smoke cigarettes. I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, we're fine.
Exactly.
I'm like, I like that answer. So I'm on a cigar diet. Every time I get hungry, I just smoke a cigar. Anyway, it's good for me.
Apparently it's working.
I don't know for who. So whenever I talk to people, they're like, yeah, I lost 5 pounds. I'm like, I fucking found you 5 pounds. Fucking have them back.
It's working for the people at the humidor.
Yeah. I mean, I walk into my humidor, they're all skinny, so it's got to be helping them.
Exactly. At some point it'll kick in.
Anyway, I am looking forward to our classy, elegant
I went to the Salvation Army and I found a nice tuxedo jacket. I ordered a $10 ascot off Amazon.com.
Really?
And I ordered a $5 pipe off Amazon.com. So I am ready for the Fancy Day podcast.
Dude, I am falling behind.
I just need a cold day to show up. I also got my Macho Man Randy Savage Halloween costume.
I am so falling behind, dude.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about your town so fucking much.
But you're not thinking about anything else?
No.
You know, if you just wear a button-up shirt, it'll be such a change of, and not a cap, it'll be such a change of your attitude that will be a fancy podcast for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. How should we dress up for Yorktown?
A t-shirt and shorts. Running shoes.
No.
Running shoes.
No, I'm not wearing shorts. I don't want to feel something touching my leg. I'm going to wear a jacket.
You're going to wear a hazmat suit?
Yeah. It's going to be the Darth Vader episode.
So, this wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. Over.
Yeah.
So this whole episode is just going to be us talking about Yorktown?
No. No, this episode's going to be... I'm still trying to figure out what kind of cigar this is.
I don't know. It's got a sugar skull
Betty?
on the
Is
front.
that what it says?
It says Betty. That's what my friend
Because it's Betty Good.
Betty good. My friend who was an Iraqi war veteran, he called his gun Betty. That was the name of his gun.
Betty?
Yeah. So anytime I think of Betty, I think of my friend. Shout out. Thank you for your service, Jeffro.
Who's it?
He doesn't watch this podcast.
What's his name?
Jeffro.
Jeffro?
Yeah.
Thank you, Jeffro. Thank you, Jeffro, and all
the Iraqi war veterans.
Yeah, all the veterans.
And the Afghanistani
if
war
you're a veteran,
veterans.
thank you.
And the soon-to-be Ukraine war veterans.
We back the blue. We back our military. Everybody who's out there who allows us to do this shit.
Yeah.
To have the freedom to talk about bullshit and Yorktown.
They arrest people in the UK for making jokes. Some autistic girl told a cop that she looked like a lesbian with her haircut, and they arrested her because...
Wait, an autistic girl said that?
Yes.
And they arrested her?
Yes, in the UK, in the United Kingdom.
Oh.
I sent you one thing on it, not this one, but I sent you one on how there was an interview, and they were asking how many people in Russia had been arrested for saying things online. And
everybody and their mothers?
No, it was 200. And then they said how many people in the UK had been arrested for saying things online, and it was 400.
No shit.
Yeah.
Dude.
UK does not have freedom of speech. The United Kingdom, the British, the Queen, all that shit, or king now, the Queen's dead. They do not have freedom of speech. You can get arrested for shit you say online.
Charles, if you have a problem with us saying shit about you and your country...
Yeah, fuck you. We fought a war about that already.
Yeah.
And we won, bitch!
He said it. I mean, look, I'm not going to fight it because it's the truth. Truth hurts, Charlie.
Fuck you, Charlie.
Fucking Chuck of England.
Fucking 90 years old and you finally became king, bitch. You didn't even get to enjoy it.
Good. He applied for the job, and after how many years did he get it?
Yeah, exactly. There was back before he was king. There was a cartoon where Charles was talking to somebody, and they go, "Who died and made you king?" And he goes, "Nobody." And a little tear runs down his face. But now it's not true because his mom died.
Now you're the king, dude. You get to do whatever. No, you don't.
He gets to sleep with every bride on their wedding night. No, that's what they used to do way back in the day.
This
Did
is-
you know that was a real thing?
What?
Prima nocturna.
No, what is that?
The king in the kingdom had the right to to de-virgin the bride on their wedding nights. Anybody that got married in their kingdom, the king had the right of prima nocturna, which means if he chose to, a woman would get married, he could show up and like, I'd claim my right of prima nocturna and de-virgin the girl before the husband got to sleep with his bride.
So he would go after the prima?
Well, her too.
The
But
prima,
only
the
if
prima
she's-
nocturna?
Only if she was a buchona.
Oh, hey.
Hey, throwback.
Buchonas.
Buchonas. Any buchonas, you're always welcome on
Shout
the
out to
podcast.
Jenny69.
Yeah, she's all right.
Nah, I'm just kidding. I'm not-
Delaware Riverside. She's California. She's never going to be over here.
Hey, but you are. If you ever are in Texas, Jenny,
on
don't look
to-
us up. No.
Dude, that would be, you would be like, can I have your autograph?
Yeah, probably.
Please.
Would. Yeah. But don't. But even on Gloria, we're still waiting for her to call us. If you want to talk about spicy Cheetos,
I still haven't seen that movie.
What's it called?
Flaming Hot Cheetos or
Flaming
some
Hots, right?
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Flaming Hots. There you
Anyway,
go. It looks like a good movie. I do intend to watch it. We just haven't watched it. The kids are watching Killer Clowns from Outer Space to get in the mood for Halloween. We're in the Halloween mode at my house.
already? Yeah. I'll tell you what I saw, dude. The coolest thing. I saw a pair of skeletons. Like they're 5 foot, 6 foot skeletons.
And they were fucking.
Yes. No, one plays they're jazz skeletons. One plays the sax, the other one plays the trumpet. Right?
Oh, cool.
But they kind of it plays like a 40-second clip.
Were you at Lowe's?
No, I saw it at Sam's.
Okay. Yeah, at
Did you
Lowe's. No, at Lowe's they had a rock band. It was like fucking Megadeth or something, and there was a drummer and a guitarist, and they were like fucking. You press a button or you step on the little thing, and they sing a little song about death.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, all those stores have their Halloween shit out because
Well, not Home Depot.
Lowe's does.
I just went to Home Depot.
They didn't have it.
Nope.
Lowe's has their
They
Halloween
said
shit
we
out.
will not put our Halloween stuff till October 1st.
Oh, that's who gives a fuck, Home Depot?
Actually, they didn't say that. No, they were getting ready to put all
Yeah,
that shit up.
exactly. I'm sure.
I was looking for like a patio cover, like a patio furniture cover.
Yeah.
And the guy's like, anything we have for the patio is over there past the checkout. And then I go to the checkout and then, no, it would be outside. I'm like, you guys
Just came from there.
I'm like, yeah, that's exactly what I said. And the guy's like, really nice. He's like, did you find what you were looking for? I'm like, yeah, no, you guys don't have it. And this is why I order on Amazon.
Yep.
For that reason.
Are we pausing for the cause, or are we?
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Folks,
There comes a time in every podcast.
where one must just, smoke that skin wagon.
What the fuck? Left into the down.
Left, backwards, and down. It just went so south. Anyway, we're going to pause for a few minutes. And you won't even know we
Yeah,
paused.
it'll go by like that.
Yeah.
But it'll take
Like
us
literally,
a
I'm
couple
going to hit the pause button, and then you're going to be like, what the? And then we're going to be right back.
Yeah.
So you didn't miss anything. But I will tell you, this is a word from our sponsors.
And we will.
Get sponsors one day. Hey, maybe Yorktown Hospital could be our sponsor for $1.25.
I doubt it. They just want money. They don't want to give money out.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're going to pause for the cause. Right now.
Eventually.
Oh, man.
I know. It takes me a while to stand up too. You know when you leaned into the camera and recorded yourself to the side like that? It reminded me of when I was at pharmacy school in Austin. We had professors that were here at UTSA because there was a UTSA campus and then a UT Rio Grande Valley campus and the UT Austin campus, and it was the same class, but like on the last year, everybody split up to the different campuses, so different professors would lecture from different campuses. And this one dude from UTSA We were connected via the internet, and he had an overhead camera where he could sit there and draw stuff, and it would project to all of us. And then every once in a while, he'd just lay down on the table and look up into the camera and like do the lecture. And that is why the proton pump inhibitor needs an acidic stomach, and which is why you can't give an H2 blocker. It'll interact with the proton pump inhibitor and delay the proton pump inhibition. And it'd be funny because he'd just be sitting there drawing and then just like flip up and like we'd see his face like way up in the camera. It was hilarious.
That's crazy, dude.
It would make us laugh. Well, most people are wacky if you get to know them enough. Just like you. You're wacky.
Yes.
Yes.
Anyway.
So that was memorable.
So I'm glad I was able to bring you back memories. See, by the way, you see, we paused for the cost. You don't even know what happened.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you to Buc-ee's.
I did my breakdancing that everybody loves and nobody can recreate.
Too bad you guys couldn't
You
watch
missed it.
that.
We paused it.
Yeah.
I can't do it again. I can only do it once a week. So
Yeah.
maybe next pause for the cause I'll do it again.
Yeah. But you have to be here.
Ooh, should we sell tickets for a live audience and just
Dude, that would be good.
we'll just move that bench into the lawn and then
Yeah. And those two chairs, we could have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5
Yeah.
people. 6, 7, 8, 9.
yeah.
Our audience is getting huge. And then
Eventually.
we could have our kids do the hold up the cards.
Applause,
laugh.
Stop laughing.
Yeah. Anyway, very Miss Maisel of us.
Oh, I didn't. I heard about that. My wife watched it. I didn't watch that series.
Dude, I did. It was a great series. Plus,
I heard good things. I just never got around to it.
plus it helps. It's an attractive girl, you know?
Was she?
Yeah, dude.
She was all right.
Whatever.
You know, the manager plays Lois on Family Guy. That's the voice of Lois.
Is it really?
Yeah, the lady that's her manager.
She's hilarious, dude.
She is hilarious.
I mean,
She was on. Do you remember Mad TV?
I remember the show.
She was on Mad TV.
There's a fly wanting to drink my paloma.
You make delicious palomas. I don't blame the fly. If I was a fly that lived in your backyard, I would also die in your.
Word before I fucking eat you. I will eat the fly that keeps.
They are protein.
See, dude,
There was an old lady that swallowed the fly. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. I know now. The fly was trying to drink her paloma.
There was a lady who swallowed the fly, or what was behind the fly?
You don't remember that?
No.
She unzipped the fly.
Oh, well, that's what I meant.
No, that's not. You don't remember that poem? There was an old lady that swallowed the fly.
No.
She swallowed a frog to catch the fly.
I'm Mexican, dude.
She swallowed the cat to catch the frog. She swallowed the dog to catch the cat. I don't know why she swallowed the fly. Perhaps she'll die. You don't remember that?
Okay.
You never heard that nursery
Let's
rhyme?
try this a third time.
I'm
No.
Mexican. I've never heard that. That's white people shit.
Yes. No, I've never heard it, dude.
White people have fucked up rhymes for their kids. Like, have you ever heard, now I lay me down to sleep. I pray the Lord I soul to keep. Yeah. If I should die and never wake up again, it's no big deal. Sweet dreams, my love.
yeah, because if you say it in Spanish, it's totally different, dude.
Rockabye baby in the treetop. If the bough breaks, that baby's gonna smash its skull. That's the shit we tell our kids before we put them to sleep.
Well, I mean, yeah, that's true. Right before you put them to sleep, that's right. But it's kind of like, okay, let's think about Mexican traditions. What's your favorite superhero? Oh, it's Spider-Man.
Let's bash it in fucking piñata
turn it into
form.
a piñata and then beat the crap out of it. How about that?
It's your birthday. Would you like some cake? Here's all the fucking cake that you can fucking eat.
Yeah, smash your face into the cake. I mean, mordida, and then you slam their face in there. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Until you buy like a fancy cake with the spikes like holding the multiple layers up and some kid gets a fucking spike through
So I did that when my daughter was young.
Yeah.
She was about to blow the candles and I decided to push her face into the cake.
She hated you forever. Now
I've never seen such angry look from my child. And then...
Was it your older one or your younger one?
My older one. And then she cried.
Aww.
And then everybody looked at me like I was a total asshole.
What, I'm Mexican.
And I'm like, hey, well, that's what you get. Get the fuck out of my house. So I kicked everybody out.
What a great party that was.
Turnouts at her parties have been very minimal. Until she went to middle school, and they didn't know who she was. It's almost like she joined the witness protection when she went to middle school. It's like
Whole new personality.
Yeah, whole new personality. Just call me Bethany, but your name is Ella. It's like, I don't
My
care.
dad's not the one that smashed my cake in front of my friends,
No.
smashed my face in the cake.
You know, it looked like me, but no, it wasn't me. I don't hate my dad anymore, or any less.
Anyway,
See the neighbor watering.
Yeah.
Either that, or he just,
he wants to be part of the podcast.
or he just very far. He's got some power behind that.
Sometimes you pee.
Sometimes
I've had to do that
swallow.
sometimes.
Oh wait, what are we talking about here? Anywho,
This podcast just went to the left and down.
what did we say right before that?
I don't know.
What caused us to say that it went down?
We'll figure it out when we rewatch this shit.
Yeah, well, after I invert it. By the way, you're welcome for having that podcast before. When you woke up Sunday morning last week, that podcast was there. I know it brought happiness and joy to a lot of people
Yeah.
because we posted it on
Everybody
Saturday.
was excited that it came early.
Mm-hmm.
I know my friend, I got like one friend that follows this podcast, and I sent it to her, and she was like, "Yay! It came early!"
That's what she said. No, she really did, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not going to talk about Yorktown anymore.
Because we're doing it.
We are.
He shook on it.
I did.
I've got video evidence of him shaking on it.
I did.
We'll be lit.
Unless I burn my video and remove
I'll
all.
set. Well, we don't have the video then, but we still have the audio.
He's good.
I will set up a GoFundMe tonight while he's inverting and uploading, and it'll take him forever, and then it'll be set up, and I can add it to the YouTube video when he posts in the morning. Or when I wake up in the morning, it's been posted. Because that's what I usually do.
I like the way you think, man.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And then we'll find out how many fans we actually have. Because nobody
Pizza's a Hut.
out Pizza's a Hut. Nobody told us what their 80s song was ever.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
But we'll see if people want to see Johnny get scared out of his ass, and if they're willing to contribute financially to watch Johnny.
Get scared out of his ass.
Yeah, because that's gonna be funny. That's gonna be funny as fuck.
Dude, I can't even imagine being there and feeling chills going up and down your spine.
You know, when the ghost makes his presence known, it's a chemical reaction. It takes the heat. That's why you feel the cold, because all the heat gets sucked up into the manifestation of the ghost. That's
Again,
science.
Why the fuck are you telling me this shit?
Because I want to see you sweat balls. I want to see you. I want to see you go. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here.
That's exactly what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be like, you're gonna be like, hey Johnny, so how was your week? I'm gonna be, shut up.
You're talking. I'm trying to hear. Set fire to the dog. What?
What if? Yeah. What if like we go back and listen to it and there's a ghost going, "Hola, papi," and that's the one that attaches to me.
Why is the ghost gotta be Mexican?
I don't know. I mean, what do you want her to say? You want her to be white and go, "Hey, daddy." Just that sounds like kind of sick, dude.
The ghosts are all nuns. They're not gonna be saying papi or daddy.
You don't know that.
That's what they say.
I mean, priests have done worse. What do you?
Oh,
I
you're
just-
gonna get one of
I-
those child molester priests attached to you.
Well, no, but why is there a giant bumblebee behind us?
It's the nun.
It's a nun. It's a Silesian sister.
You're really freaked out about this. I can tell.
Yeah. Well, plus, I don't like that thing flying around us. Get the fuck out of here.
This is your backyard.
Anyway, yeah, it is.
I got a cat that lives on my front porch that takes care of all my weird bugs flying around.
So you're saying I need to get a cat?
Yeah. You don't even have to get a cat. You just put like cat food and the cat will appear.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. I get possums.
Do you really get possums in here?
Yeah.
I get skunks every once in a while.
I get
Then my
skunks,
dog
too.
will kill the skunk and then it'll stink.
So I had a little possum
Yeah.
right here by my step.
Yeah.
My wife is deathly afraid of them.
Because they look like giant rats.
Yes.
But they don't bite.
Well, no, but I didn't
They
tell
just
her.
give you rabies.
I didn't tell her it was out there.
Yeah.
All I know is Snuggles was about to go outside, and Claire's on the sofa.
Yeah.
And Snuggles sees it, and I'm like, get back inside. And Claire goes, is something outside? I'm like, no, she just went outside a while ago. Why is she going to go outside again? And so as soon as it heard me, it started like kind of waddling away.
Yeah.
And then I let Snuggles out later. But Claire's like, was something outside? No, babe, why would something be outside? Or it's like that comedian that says, out of his wife, he's like, would wake him up in the middle of the night just to say, honey, wake up. I think there's somebody outside. He's like, okay. Well, that's where they should be.
Yeah,
Exactly. Why don't you wake me up when they're inside?
When I lived in the valley, we would get possums in the backyard. My dad would make me get a shovel and go kill them. And if you whack a possum with a shovel, it goes into like the freeze state.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're actually dead, but I would just take them, and there was a goat farm on like the side of our house,
Mm-hmm.
and I would just pick it up with a shovel and toss it into the goat farm. I don't know if the goats would do anything with it, but it wasn't on our property anymore.
Somebody else's problem?
It's somebody else's problem. That's a SEP. Somebody else's problem. I love SEPs.
I love a rainy night. I love to hear the thunder.
Why wasn't that your 80s song? I love a rainy night.
I love to hear the thunder. Watch the lightning when it lights up the sky.
That's more you. I've never seen you be devil inside. You can't even handle a bunch of dead nuns. This is going to be so good. I'm so fucking excited about this.
It's going to come at the expense of my heart attack.
Just your third one is all right.
Yeah, that's true. No.
You've never had a heart attack, have you?
No.
Okay.
Not that I know of.
The silent ones, those don't count.
Yeah, I mean, there's been times when the whole left on my side of my body doesn't move, but
Taste copper is fine.
yeah, I mean,
I eat a little ice cream, the copper taste goes away.
I was disoriented. You know,
I agreed to show up at a haunted hospital.
I told the officer, I'm like, no, I'm fine. I love living here in Alaska. It's just a little warmer than normal. I'm like, it's chilly in here. There's a, I think dude, I don't even know what, I don't know if it's a veterinary clinic or a dentist or what it is, but it's an office building that's on our way, on our way over here, or on my way home. And they always put these little quotes on there or little comments on their little board outside.
Mm-hmm.
And right now when I said it's warm out here, right, they put one that's so cool. It says, Lord, I don't know what you're cooking, but it's done. That's how I feel. Dude.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I mean, yesterday when I was at my daughter's soccer game, some dad comes up, he goes, "How you enjoying this hellish day?" I'm like, I guess loving it because I don't have a choice.
Yeah.
Dude.
You know that one day of rain like cooled everything off? It was beautiful.
Yeah, dude, 79 degrees. As a matter of fact, I was out helping at my daughter's band practice, and one of the moms was just standing out there, and she goes, "I'm just enjoying the evening," because it was like 79 or 77 degrees.
Yeah.
Like,
it was beautiful.
Oh, beautiful, yeah.
My youngest pet gerbil died the day that it rained. And so then I go out and like she's like, "Well, can we bury it in the backyard?" I'm like, "Okay." So I'm out there shoveling. Little sprinkle comes down. I look up. All these black clouds are rolling in. Whoosh! It comes down on me. I run inside. I'm like, "Babe, we're gonna have to bury your pet some other day." And so I put it in a little box and stuck it in the freezer in the garage, and it's still there.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Put it in a Ziploc?
No, the box that your
box.
checks come in, I put them in that and put them in the freezer. So I told her like when it stopped being muddy, we'd go bury it, and it's stopped being muddy, but I haven't taken it out yet. What I want to do?
Cook them?
No. Oh. What the fuck are you gonna? There's no meat on the gerbil. It's like eating a chicken wing. There's no meat on the chicken wing. Anyway, I wanted to like get the little swimming pool, the little plastic one that the kids used to play in. They don't anymore.
Oh yeah.
And put it in the yard, fill it with water, put some lighter fluid on the box, and stick the box.
Send them off.
Do a Viking funeral, yeah. And so I'm going to try to talk my daughter into letting me have a Viking funeral for the gerbil. I think it'll be fun.
That's pretty fucking awesome. Dude,
if she lets me do it, I'll record it and we'll post it on the channel.
Yeah, dude, please.
And I'm gonna post how the Viking music in the background. My mother told me one day I would buy galley with good oars, sail to distant shores. You don't even know that song.
No, I don't, dude.
Bro.
But I'm excited about the Viking funeral. That'd be awesome. Dude, you should train your kid to like douse it with like gas and have her throw like
An arrow.
an arrow, just light it up.
That would take the whole video. It'd be like an hour later. We're like, pew. Well, that one
Missed
missed.
it.
Pew. Well, we're out of arrows, kid. Maybe next week. Let me run down to Target.
Just leave it floating there. Let a cat get it.
The boat already sank to the bottom. I don't think it's gonna light anymore.
Oh my goodness.
It's not gonna light anymore. We missed our chance. Let me just bury it.
Have you seen that? I think it's a beer commercial with a little girl's there's a little girl and she's making a hole, right? And the neighbor looks over the fence. He goes, "What are you doing there, little girl?" And she's like, I'm making a hole." And she goes, "That's an awfully big hole. What are you gonna do with it?" And she goes, "I'm gonna bury my goldfish." And the man's like, "Oh, silly little girl, that's too large for your goldfish." He goes, "Where's your goldfish?" And the little girl looks at him and she goes, "Inside your fucking cat."
Oh, she's gonna murder the cat for killing her goldfish. I get it.
And the neighbor's like, I think it's like
That's hilarious.
it's a Canadian beer commercial. So I need to look it up, dude. We need to repost that. It's hilarious.
I saw another commercial where this kid's running around with a tablet and showing all the wonderful things that the tablet can do. It's modern technology, and then the kid's watching in the backyard, and the neighbor looks over and goes, "What you doing with that computer?" And the kid goes, "What's a computer?" And then that's the end of the commercial. I'm like, what an asshole kid. The computer's in your fucking hand.
Oh.
Anyway, maybe I'm the only one that took offense to that commercial.
Yeah, I think.
It pissed me off.
Oh.
I'm easily angry. That's why I've chosen the name Testy for myself. Testy McNasty, if you're Miss Jackson.
McNasty. That sounds like a burger at McDonald's.
Testy
I'll have the
McNasty.
McNasty. I'll have the McNasty. Dude,
Well, when we get popular, I'll sign up with McDonald's. Just like the Travi Patty. Did you hear? Do you know what the Travi Patty is?
No, what is it?
Bro, what are you? There's a rapper named Travis Scott, and
Yeah, I
he had
know.
the Travi Patty.
But what's a Travi Patty?
It was just like it was a meal that you could get. It was just one of the McDonald's burgers, but it came with a Sprite. But like the implication was you would put lean in the Sprite.
You would put what?
Lean. Codeine.
Oh,
Bro,
what?
you're not up on rap culture at all.
No, I'm not, man. No, I mean,
You're so white, Johnny.
I am. I mean, dude, in my book, the greatest rapper to ever live is Vanilla Ice. Like that? That's how you piss off Testy over here.
You know what's weird? Every time I hear
What's going on, Ice baby?
anytime I hear David Bowie's Under Pressure, it takes me 5 seconds to. Is it Under Pressure or is it Vanilla Ice?
Oh, yeah.
Is it Under Pressure or Vanilla Ice? Oh, it's Under Pressure. Okay. Or like the other way. Oh, it's Vanilla Ice. The beat kicked in. Okay. But they start exactly the same way.
Yeah.
And there's always that moment as, which is it? What's playing?
David Bowie's was awesome, dude.
Yeah, David Bowie is very awesome. Hey, it's the dog.
You got a guess. My dog.
Hey, dog, do you want to contribute to the GoFundMe to scare the fuck out of
fuck you. She walked away. Oh, she didn't hear it. Hey, little girl.
Zesty Tito de la
Yeah. Zestita. Come
Tito
here,
de la
Zestita.
Zestita?
Hija de tu Zesty. Anyway.
I think you should change your dog's name to Zestita. Is it a girl?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Snuggles.
And if not, I've got a boy dog humping me. So you better be a girl. can't be a wiener dog because she doesn't have a wiener. So. Dude, I was gonna make carnitas for dinner today.
Yeah? Why didn't you?
Because they didn't defrost on time.
Both your shits are covered. Both your pits.
No, carnitas, dude. Like you put them in lard.
Oh.
And you cook them there for like 3 hours, and you take them out, or 2 hours.
In the oven?
No, man, over the stove.
Oh.
You heat up the lard.
Oh.
And then you make a little, what do you call those satchels, right? With like little cheesecloth, right?
Oh.
And you put like half a.
Holy fuck! I've never had this.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. That's how you make carnitas. And then when you get your medium high heat, the lard, right, fully melted. You make your satchel with your cheesecloth, and you put bay leaves, and you put what do you call it? Half an onion. You put half orange. Those sour oranges.
Yeah.
Right. Sour orange. Then you put garlic.
When are you throwing another party?
Close it all up, put it in the middle, and then start putting all your carnitas around it.
What was the occasion when my parents came over?
That was Easter, I think, too.
That was Easter?
Yeah.
Man, feels like forever ago. You need to throw more parties. You used to throw the best parties.
Dude, was it Easter or 4th of July? No, I think it was Easter. I don't quite remember. But anyway, so you take the carnitas, dude, and you cook them there for like an hour, 45 minutes, right?
Yeah.
But you leave them on high heat. You don't mess with them. And then once it hits about an hour, 45 minutes, I don't know how true it is, but like in Mexico, what they do, they put a little bit of milk.
Oh.
And the milk is supposed to break down some kind of protein in the meat. And,
nice.
I don't know. The point is that once you put the milk in there, you let it sit for another 20 minutes, then turn it off, start taking out your meat. Dude, you bring out these chunks of pork, right?
They're just falling apart.
On the outside, it's real crispy.
Yeah.
But then you just, like, with your fingers, you start just kind of spreading it apart.
Yeah.
Dude, it starts falling apart.
Nice.
And then you just pour it over a taco and put some pickled onions and some salsa and
goddamn, dude.
Eat up.
You're making me hungry.
Yeah. That's what I wanted to make for dinner today. But instead we're having hot dogs.
We should do a cooking episode where we hang out by the grill.
Oh, we should.
That would be fun.
We should introduce people to Mexican brisket.
Okay.
I guarantee you many people have never had Mexican brisket.
You were the first time I had heard of it.
So, and have you had it?
No, because you never made it for me.
Okay, so Mexican brisket, I don't even know what it's called. I mean, they sell it like, you have to get it at H-E-B, but only on the south side, dude. That's where they sell it. That's the truth. I've never seen it on this side of town. But if I go to the H-E-B right there off of Military in Zarzamora, they have it there. But, dude, it is quite possibly one of the most flavorful cuts of meat you're going to have.
Nice.
It's fatty, no doubt.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's healthy, right? It's Mexican food.
We
so
don't
it's not
eat healthy food here, if you could tell.
Well, no. I mean, we do. I put salsa on my stuff, and it's got onions, tomatoes, jalapenos, cilantro.
Tiny little chunks.
Yeah. Sometimes I make another salsa that has tomatillos and cilantro and avocados.
Yeah.
That's good fat.
Avocado is a healthy fat.
Yeah, so, see, we do eat healthy around here. Never mind that I make my refried beans with bacon lard, right? But, oh well. But I think we should make a cooking episode.
We should make a cooking episode because you're really good at cooking. I'm good at cooking. Did you ever see my white boy enchiladas? I did a on Facebook.
No.
Oh, you're not on Facebook.
Mm-mm.
I did I don't even have the original recording anymore. I just have the Facebook. I have to scroll through all my Facebook and record it off Facebook. But I did a white boy enchiladas episode where I did like a cooking tutorial on Facebook because it was during COVID. I was bored out of my fucking mind. It was 2020. I was like, there's nothing here. There's nothing to do. I'm going to make a cooking episode. And I just recorded myself making enchiladas. And I just cooked the meat, fucking shredded it, seasoned it. And I fucking seasoned it again. Because I said to, that's why. And then I fucking put it in the tortillas. And I bought the little can of enchilada sauce and put it on the inside, wrapped it, and put it on the outside and baked it. And they came out delicious. And people started asking me, do another cooking show. And I'm like, bitch, I didn't even really want to do this cooking show. I just did it because I was bored out of my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's kind of what's going to happen with the brisket.
Okay.
I know a lot of people, they're like, but that's not brisket. I'm like, well, that's why I
It's
said
our brisket, bitch.
That's
It's
why I said
Mexican
Mexican
brisket.
brisket. Laredo brisket, to be
Fucking
more
racist,
specific,
you
because
goddamn fucking racist.
my dog's having a heart attack.
Your dog's rolling in the grass. Man, if I could come back as any animal, I'd come back as a cat. Because cats just like have easy lives. They just sit around and like fucking get fed and then
If I'm going to come back,
Sit
I
in
want
the
to come back
sun.
as my dog, dude.
snuggles.
Yeah, dude. I mean, she's got a mate, except for last week that we forgot that we took her outside to go do her business, and then we all left, and then we came back and
Oh fuck, Snuggles outside.
Like, where's Snuggles? How come she's not inside the house? And we saw that she was out by. She looked at us like, "Motherfuckers, don't you know? Apparently, I'm an outdoor dog now."
I wouldn't mind being Snuggles until you give it a stupid ass haircut like you gave it. That's like when it's picture day and your mom cuts your hair at home. Like,
You're saying she doesn't look nice? Don't listen to him.
Don't look at me like that, Snuggles.
Yeah, don't listen to him. He's drunk. He's dumb. Doesn't know
Only a little bit.
He doesn't know what he's talking about. Sorry, folks. We're talking about my dog.
Are you drunk? Yes. What of it?
Yeah, exactly. What of it? Anyway, so back to brisket. That's what we're gonna make.
Okay, I would love that.
We're gonna call it the brisket episode.
Okay. What do we call this episode? Because nothing's really shined through yet. We spent like a long time trying to convince you into going to Yorktown.
I think we should call it "Fuck Yorktown."
No. We can call it Johnny's a scared. Johnny's is scared.
Zesty is zesty. That's it. A beautiful girl. Anyway, I think we should call it "Down and to the Left."
Up and to the right. Let's be
and
positive.
up and to the right. I like that.
Okay. You got it, mate.
Up and to the right. That's what she said. Here's to up and to the right.
Here's
folks.
to up and to the right. I think there's a little clip at the beginning that I forgot. We talked about something in the beginning, and I was like, I made a little mental note in my mind, like, I'm going to cut this up and put it on TikTok. I don't remember what it was now. 'Cause I'm a little
You
drunk.
dumbass.
But,
Dumas.
I mean, it's all recorded, so I just rewatch it and be like, oh, that's a little clip. I didn't put last episodes up on TikTok because there was like no highlight. The problem with our humor is you kind of like gotta sit here and listen to it and listen to us being dumbasses, and you just laugh at us because we're.
I gotta tell you,
dumbasses.
dude. Sometimes I go back and I listen to the shit we talk about, and I crack myself up,
I
dude.
know, right? And that's why we started this podcast, because we were cracking your wife up because we were just talking stupid shit.
And now we're cracking ourselves up listening to this shit. I'm
I
like,
forgot I said that. Ah, ha, ha, ha.
well, half the time, like, my wife will ask me, "What did you guys talk about this week?" I'm like, "Fuck you, I don't know." She's like, "Well, how do you forget?" I'm like, "Well, alcohol made me forget, I guess."
We were smoking and drinking.
Anyway. All right. So, this is the Up and to the Right episode.
Up and to the right.
All right, folks.
I don't know when you want to do the brisket. Next week?
No, let me see. Let me look at the schedule.
Why you gotta look at the schedule?
Because we need more than an hour.
Oh, how long does it take to cook brisket?
It's not how long it takes to cook brisket.
It's done when it's done.
Exactly. It's done when I fucking say, it's done, eat it. That's when it's done.
So what I'm saying is, do you have to start it and then I show up and then we like pick it up in the middle?
No, I think I'll get the charcoal going.
Mm-hmm.
And then when we start the podcast, we'll throw in
Put the
some
meat
brisket.
on?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it doesn't take that long. Here's the thing with brisket.
But here's the other thing though. You're gonna put it on and then we're just gonna be standing there next to the pit.
We're going to be talking.
Next to the pit. But you're not gonna be opening up and moving it, because once you put it on, don't you just seal it until it's ready?
Oh, no. This is not like that brisket.
Oh.
This brisket is like a small, thin piece of steak, very fatty. So
You gotta sit there and fuck with it?
yeah, you gotta be flipping it.
Okay.
Right, because
Okay.
so there's two ways to cook it. You can cook it indirect heat, right, and it's fine. But the problem with brisket is you want it to char a little bit,
Yeah.
and that's
On the
what
outside.
gives it such a great flavor.
Yeah.
And so sometimes
Charred on the outside, tender on the outside.
well,
That's what she
that's
said.
just it. It's not yeah, exactly. She said that, but she still liked it. She said she wanted it. She's like, put it in hard, put it in soft.
First slow,
take it out
then
front.
fast.
Yeah. Stop, go, stop, go. I'm like, what am I, a fucking blinker? You know, it's like, is it working? It works. No, it doesn't work. Works. Doesn't work. Work. Doesn't work.
There was a comedian that she was like, she said she dated an optometrist, but she hated the sex because he'd be like, is it better here or better here? Better here or better here?
What about now? What about now? Is this better? Or is this one? All right, hold on. Is this better? What about now? Is this better or is this better? I could see that, dude. Anyway. Yeah, so let me think about this. So up and to the right is today, and we're going to think about the brisket.
We'll do the we got upcoming in the future. We got the brisket episode.
Elegant?
We got the fancy episode.
Yes.
We've got the Yorktown episode. We've got the Halloween episode.
Halloween episode.
We got the Thanksgiving episode.
Yes.
I don't know what we're gonna do for that, but we'll do
We're
something.
going to dress up as pilgrims. You dress
Bro,
up
how
as,
many outfits do I gotta buy for
Hey,
this goddamn podcast?
I can be a pilgrim, you can be an Indian, and then you be my bitch. Yeah? I mean,
So for Christmas, I would like to bring back Alex because he actually owns the Santa Claus outfit.
doesn't every man?
Do you own a Santa
I
Claus
sure
outfit?
do.
Oh well, then we don't need Alex.
Sorry, Alex.
You're more Santa Claus anyway.
Yeah. Sorry, Alex. All right.
I'll be the elf.
You are my elf.
Yeah.
No, what you do as I say. Bitch.
You get so aggressive when you're drunk, dude. You really do. Like you're a fucking nice guy, and then like after the second drink, you're like, fuck.
When I turn into Santa Claus, dude, I'm an asshole when I turn into Santa Claus.
You're bad Santa.
Yeah. Fuck you.
You're all on the naughty list.
You were never on the good list, asshole. All right, man.
We calling it?
Think so?
You got closing thoughts?
Yes. Folks. We're going back to. Don't forget, when you have a chance, smoke that skin wagon. Do you remember that line from oh my God, Tombstone?
Smoke that skin wagon. What the fuck? I
Yeah.
watched Tombstone multiple times. I do not remember Smoke That Skin Wagon. I remember fucking. Oh, your dog's taking a shit.
No, I think she's just moving to the sound, to the beat of her drum or something. Dun 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 dun
Oh,
dun dun
hold on.
dun dun.
Oh, she stopped
She was
puking up a hairball.
yeah.
So I remember the dude slapping him, and he's like, "Are you gonna say something? You're gonna sit there and let your mouth bleed." That's a good line. Fucking.
I'm your Huckleberry.
I'm your Huckleberry. No, I'm in my prime, dude. That movie has so many good
fucking-
lines.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's a hell of a movie.
That
man.
is one of the greatest movies in
Yes.
cinematic history.
Yes, I have to agree with you, dude.
Doc Holliday is the greatest character. I'm Doc Holliday. You're the main character.
No, I want to be Doc.
I'm Doc Holliday.
I want to be Doc.
I'm Doc Holliday.
I want to be.
You're the main dude. You're the main character.
I wouldn't be any of the guys with a red sash, and I just want to toss it in the air and then get shot. Oh, you mean Wyatt Earp?
Yeah, you're Wyatt Earp. I'm Doc Holliday.
Wyatt Earp is pretty awesome too, dude.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, in that movie, they're both awesome.
Everybody's
But
awesome.
freaking Doc Holliday is a man in that
Yes.
movie. I mean,
He's dying of tuberculosis, so he doesn't give a fuck about anything.
I want to be this zesty performer, the one that gets killed. Anyway. Yes, I'll be Wyatt Earp. I don't care. I just love the movie, dude.
Yeah.
And I agree with you. It has so many great lines.
Yes.
Just like Christmas Vacation.
Yes. I don't know. It's a big leap sideways, but okay.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
All
All
right,
right.
folks. And with that, we will see you
Click-
up and to the right.
Click below to donate to the
Right here
York. Click right there, and right there you can contribute to the Yorktown episode because this little fucking pinche motherfucker.
Remember, folks, for less than a cup of coffee a day, you could send me to Yorktown.
And watch this asshole get scared out of his fucking mind. It's gonna be hilarious. It's gonna be funny. You want this. I want this. You want this. He does not. But fucking pay to make him do
Send
it.
us your
goddamn it.
donations. Operators are standing by.
Whatever you don't cover, I will cover. But you need to put skin in the game. I'm not letting you get away
I'm not
with.
going to put skin in the game. I'd rather just put money.
Yes, you're gonna put money in the game because I know if you don't have your own change in the coffer,
Oh, that's all.
you're not gonna show up. You're not gonna show up.
I got change. Oh, I got change. Oh. All right, folks.
Cheers.
Salud.
Adios.
Adios. Oh, I got to get up and turn it off.
Yeah, you just gotta get up and turn it off. You could buy a little remote for that shit.
I should.
That way
listening to me talk.
we can cut it off at a decent time.
Bye, folks.